everyone, today we will explain about dissociative identity disorder. And first, my name is Grishelda Belva Aurellia.
And my name is Gusti Manuella. So without any further ado, don't forget to watch the video.
This topic will need to be discussed because we have to recognize the importance of mental health as important as physical health, especially about DID. From now, we need to be aware of this mental disorder because it causes long and serious effect. Therefore, by recognizing this disorder, we will know how the symptoms are and how to overcome this disorder. Do you know about DID? It's multiple personality syndrome.
Multiple personality disorder.
The definition of dissociative identity disorder is a mental health condition, and people with DID have two or more separate identities. These personalities control their behavior at different times, and each identity has its own personal history, traits, likes, and dislikes. DID can lead to gaps in memory and hallucination, in case believing something real when it isn't. What symptoms do you get? Sometimes I do self-harm.
I've been thinking about suicidal thoughts.
Other common signs and symptoms of DID can include anxiety, delusions, depression, disorientation, drugs or alcohol abuse, memory loss, and suicidal thoughts or self-harms.
Do you know what is the cause? Trauma.
Trauma.
Dissociative disorder usually develop as a way to cope with trauma. The disorder most often form in children subjected to long-term physical, sexual, or emotional abuse, or less often, a home environment that's frightening or highly unpredictable. The stress of war or natural disaster also can bring on dissociative disorders. Personal identity is still forming during childhood. So, a child is more able than an adult to step outside of himself or herself and observe trauma as though it's happening to a different person. A child who learns to dissociate in order to endure a traumatic experience may use this coping mechanism in response to stressful situations throughout life.
How do you fix your DID?
I visited a psychologist.
I do psychotherapy.
Psychotherapy is the primary treatment for dissociative identity disorder. This form of therapy, also known as talk therapy, counseling, or psychosocial therapy, involves talking about your disorder and related issues with a mental health professional. Medication is sometimes used in the treatment of dissociative identity disorder as well. So guys, it can be really hard to see someone you care about experiencing the symptoms of dissociative identity disorders, but family and friends can really help. Help them find an advocate and support them to meet with different therapists. And that brings us to the end. I'd like to thank you for your time and your attention. See you guys!